Welcome to a new video series. What went wrong with me reacting to your crazy situations? Hello and welcome to Boonatix, the community for simracing beginners and enthusiasts alike. And today a brand new video series is launching and I need your help for that. So it's about me reacting to all the crazy stuff that's happening in simracing and specifically in Assetto Corsa Competizione. But not only that, it's also to just, get you as much input as possible and help everyone out there who needs help in like offering my insights, my impressions, and maybe find solutions to how these situations could have been like either prevented or resolved better. But of course, first of all, it's more about like really I want to collect all like the crazy stuff that can happen in sim racing out there and just be aware. This is not meant in any way to be like insulting, degrading or whatever. So if you kind of find yourself in one of these clips, just like really don't take it personal. It should just be fun, it should just be engaging and entertaining, but most of all, I really want to like try and offer my advice and see like, look, this happened, I think this was going on, this could have been done differently. So just take it easy and enjoy it. So if you want to feature something cool, like you had a crazy situation or a crash or an incident that you just don't understand why and what happened there, just send me either your clip, your link to YouTube, your replay file, or, if it happened in one of my community races, just message me on Discord or via email with like timestamp, lap, and which car you were so that we can take a look and I'll do the rest. And of course, if you haven't done so far and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to Boonatix and hit the thumbs up to support the channel. And now, without further ado, let's just check out what went wrong! So first, streamable clip I got sent in between a Lexus and a McLaren, so let's check out. There's some sliding around, some touching, and whoa! You get sent straight to the pit line. This is like, in Monopoly when you like roll the dice and have to go to prison. This feels like the McLaren rolled the dice and nope, you are going to the pits. So, I've never seen this happen before. We can see the Lexus sliding there, and there has been some touchy going on. Like, it looks like they were really close, actually paying attention to each other. So it doesn't really look like the Lexus driver is thinking like, I'm like going to kill you. So we can see they pay attention, they see each other. But what also happens here is I think the radar in ACC or the spotter in ACC is like when a car reaches a certain distance, you don't see it anymore. And if you like are on a single screen and depending on your field of view or your mirrors, you think like, okay, he's behind me now. It's sorted out. But the Lexus is off the line here. He goes a bit wide and we can see he starts to slide here. So he's sliding a little bit to the inside, like the rear is stepping out. He's probably not aware that the McLaren is still there and the McLaren has the much better line and drive and thinks to himself, oh yeah, now I can get him. But this is like the moment of truth, the moment of disaster, whereas like there's no way he can evade and they touch each other and he gets sent straight to the pit lane. And yeah, with the little bit of damage he has there, probably not even a bad idea to do a pit stop. But as I just said, I think right now at this point the Lexus driver was like thinking, okay, he's not on my radar anymore, spotter isn't telling me anything, and I'm actually clear, so I can just drive. But at the same moment when he's trying to go back to line, he loses control of the car. And if you're like not using like crew chief, for example, which is a bit of a better spotter than the one in ACC, this is just like, yeah, you're not aware to see the car or that he's there. So this is like just, an unfortunate racing incident. But I think it's kind of hilarious how he just gets thrown into the pit lane. Like, nope, that's it. Back to the pits with you. So another clip I saw was from one of the mixed races, and that's the typical risk in mixed racing, GT4 and GT3. So what happened here is like, okay, you're not like going anywhere. It's like the typical meme, like, you know, a GT4 is enjoying his race and then a GT3 comes along. So this was on Snetterton, I think, and yeah, you have to be like, usually GT3s know how to do it, but in the heat of the moment, it's like always like, you know, the emotions run hot, and what we see here is actually that there are two GT3s fighting for position, and of course, usually, you know, you don't want to give up. So the Ferrari is like really following the McLaren here, and he doesn't want to give up any meter of the track, and he wants to basically stick with the McLaren, which is totally understandable. But it could have been at this moment, and this is something, for example, that happened to me as well, is like that I was not aware that two GT3s are coming through. Or sometimes even three. So it might have been that the McLaren in the GT4 was thinking, okay, there's just one car coming through, because also the crew chief just tells you, like, there's a faster car approaching. And he was just seeing the McLaren in the rearview mirror and was like thinking, okay, I'm just letting the McLaren slip through and then turn in on my ideal racing line. Because this is what happened here. He was actually letting the McLaren through and then turning in to gain another, you know, to get back on the line. But at the same moment, the Ferrari was just flicking through there. But on the other hand, that move was really bold from the Ferrari. He was just like throwing it in there. But so, you know, GT3s are responsible for clean overtaking maneuver, but in mixed racing, it's always like working together. But here, I guess it was just like, I think it was just also like, this is an unfortunate racing incident that can happen in mixed racing and in the heat of the moment. And like, of course, it can always happen the other way around. And I got a screen recording sent, so apologies for the quality. But let's check it out, as it's from my good friend Victor, who is racing our community races. I think it's okay with him to like just tell his name and like, oh, yeah. Slight nudge and off you go. So here he's basically patiently waiting, trying to get the inside line, and he really sticks to the inside there and actually gives the GT4 enough space. But at this moment, I don't really know. It looks like the GT4 is slipping a bit on the curb, and no, he's like then pulling to the inside, but I don't know, depending on your field of view and your screen, you should be able to see the GT3 next on the right to you. You should definitely see him on the radar, and the spotter should tell you that there is a car on your right. So this, unfortunately, was really unlucky and actually could have been prevented, because here GT3 is already past the GT4 and then mercilessly gets taken out. So this is just like an important lesson in mixed racing, is you always and constantly need to be aware of your surroundings. When the spotter is telling you that there is a faster car approaching, you need to shift your attention to this other car, because it's just like mixed racing. Yeah, even though GT3s always have the responsibility when overtaking a GT4 car, it is an effort that only works if both parties like pay attention. And yeah, here we can definitely see it was just like GT3, there's nothing you can do. I mean, the ideal race line is there, and the GT3 is using the better momentum and drive there to just accelerate out of the corner to then, you know, just get killed by GT4, which is something new for a change. So I got another clip from a replay file sent in with another mixed racing, and this looks really close. And then, oh no! Poor GT4 there's nothing he could do. He was like, he did not see that coming. What happened there? Oh, so the Merc and the Bentley side by side on the backstraight of Barcelona, and they touch each other, and in like the Merc is reacting and trying to like, oh my god, there is a Bentley, and totally forgets about the GT4 on the outside there. And like, yeah, there's nothing, literally nothing you can do as a GT4. That's just like an unlucky racing incident. Must look like it happened like right after a few laps, or stuff like that can happen even at the start when there's like a bit of incidents or carnage by the GT3s and they drop behind the GT4s and then desperately try to catch up with the rest of the field. Usually stuff like that can happen, and that's really unfortunate. And it's, yeah, just basically that GT3s are to blame here. yeah, there's nothing you can do as a GT4. I mean, as I just said, you always need to be aware, GT4 and GT3, what's happening. But yeah, this is like, I'm feeling really sorry for the GT4 here. It's just like, you just sometimes get killed in mixed races and there is nothing you can do. So we got another clip sent in from one of the last mixed races as well. We got so much mixed races going on. So we are on board the Camaro and it's like, oh. Okay, that was a bit too late and I know what happened there. I definitely know what happened there. Because I can remember that in the race, we see the remains of the brake marker. Usually what we do is we have the brake boards like 150, 150 as our brake markers. And for whatever reason here on Nürburgring, the one on the left side was just obliterated, which is usually the 100 meter board is your brake marker. And when this gets obliterated, there's like, yeah, no chance that you can make it happen because we always look at just one brake marker. And that's one important lesson which I also always tend to forget about. Is like, always try and find a second brake marker, which at this point, for example, usually where the 100 meter board is standing, I think is around about here. So always, especially for turns where you have very, very hard braking, like here Nürburgring for T1, find other brake markers. Like for example, here it could be the little asphalt road or even the bend here in from the pit exit, which is like, see, you have like 2 different brake markers already. So you should probably brake here. And he's still accelerating and yeah, that was just a bit too late, just a tiny bit. But always like important, find another, oh, really nice. I like how in VR he uses it to like, you know, look across your shoulder to check if someone else is coming, that there is like no oncoming traffic and you can safely rejoin the track as well. So this is really, really nice. And yeah, so make sure you find other brake markers. There are certain like parts on certain tracks that can be really dangerous because they have a high risk and a high potential of like brake markers being taken out. So you will kind of notice that the more you drive in ACC. Use the opportunity to always have different brake markers, like lines on the tarmac or the side, like little roads on the side of the track, like here, brick stones, beginning or ending of curbs and stuff like that. Always have more brake markers in a turn. So one more clip I actually wanted to share is from me in the Audi R8, and something that happened to me is, I already know what happened, so there won't be a crazy reaction, but was this. And I think it's just one of the crazy incidents that I wanted to show that can happen in a race where you just don't know what the hell was going on. I never heard of the driver, unfortunately, because I wanted to get in touch. Like, was it a failure of equipment? Was it road rage? What was it? I just wanted to know what the hell happened there. It was on Spa-Francorchamps, breaking into the bus stop chicane, and driver full throttle, no brakes, nothing, just literally aiming at me, smashing me off the track. And I was like, I was speechless. I was like, sitting in my chair live on stream, I was like, why? What the hell was wrong? So to give the benefit of the doubt, it might have been a hardware issue, you know, wheel disconnecting, whatever. And stuff like that can unfortunately happen. But yeah, that was just insane. I was literally killed and torpedoed off the track with nothing I could do. I think I just saw him shooting in my mirror and I was like, what? Why? What did I do? So yeah. Stuff like that can happen. Be prepared for it, and yeah, don't take it personal. Alright, so we had a bunch of situations, a bunch of incidents, nothing too crazy, I think. I honestly think the best one was with the McLaren getting sent straight to the pit lane, like, nope, that's it, you have to pit, look at your tires. So that was, I think, the highlight. And yeah, if you want to be featured, if you have like a crazy situation, please just feel free to either send me an email, boonatix@gmail.com, or join my Discord, post it there. send it via Discord. You know, it can be like, as you saw, a streamable link, like just a clip. It can be on YouTube, or like if you have a drive, send me the replay file, tell me where it happened. Or if it's in one of my community races that you participated, I always save the replays. Just let me know which car, send me which lap and what happened, and I'll check it out and feature you. I hope you enjoyed this series. The next video is already in progress. Send me in your incidents, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope I see you soon in one of my next live streams. Stay safe, take care, see you, bye bye.